Good morning. It's my pleasure to share our work with you. Today, my topic is non-perfusion area segmentation in three retinal plexuses on wide-field OCTA using a deep convolutional neural network. Non-perfusion area is known to correlate with the severity of retinopathy. Recent studies have shown that OCTA is well suited for qualified analysis of the NPA, which is potentially a useful biomarker in DR. So accurately detect the NPA on OCTA is important for clinical practice on DR diagnostic. In recent years, some groups had proposed some method for NPA detection using conventional imaging processing method. However, this method usually contains complex pre-processing procedures, even requires manual intervention, which is not friendly for clinical practice. With the rise of AI technology in imaging processing, we proposed the first deep learning-based method named MetaNet for NPA detection on OCTA. In this work, we demonstrated that deep learning can accurately distinguish NPA from normal perfusion areas on OCTA. And we also found that the subtle artifacts which caused by eyelash, vitreous flutters, and pupil vignetting can mislead the deep learning to produce false positive. At that time, we thought since the neural network can detect the NPA, is that feasible to detect these artifacts? To answer this question, we proposed another deep learning-based method for distinguishing the NPA from such artifacts. In this work, we designed a neural network to detect NPA and such artifacts simultaneously, and the result shows this strategy works very well. Soon after, our group finds the wide-field OCTA can detect suspected retinal neovascularization. Therefore, another question came to our mind. Does the NPA on the wide-field OCTA has higher diagnostic accuracy than a single macular center scan? Because we can see larger NPA on the nasal side and temporal side from OCTA images. To answer this question, we improved our method to make it adaptable to wide-field OCTA. The results show that the wide-field OCTA has greatly improved the diagnostic accuracy of diabetic retinopathy from a single macular center scan. And the NPA on wide-field OCTA also shows higher correlation with DR severity than the macular center scan. Now we have one more question. Can the deeper plexus further improve the diagnostic accuracy? To answer this question, we should first improve our algorithm again, so that it can work on deeper retinal plexus. To detect the NPA in deeper plexus, we have to solve three main challenges. Projection defects, which is caused by the imaging principle of OCTA. And in deeper capillary layers, the OCTA will show stronger noise due to the agitation of signal strings. And the variation of the morphological characteristics of vasculature also increased. Fortunately, we have found a corresponding solution for each challenge. And we can use the OCTA to remove the potential artifacts, and using data augmentation to improve the robustness of the method to the stronger noise. And we can use multiple parallel branch network architecture to make the network to adapt to a larger feature space. The data used in this study were collected from 202 participants from a DR study. For each participant, we acquired three 6x6 mm OCT and OCTA scans on three positions, including nasal side, central macular, and temporal side, while using a 70 kHz OCT commercial system. The dataset was classified into four groups. Severe DR contains 79 cases. Mild to moderate NPDR contains 49 cases. Diabetes without retinopathy has 25 cases, and a healthy control group has 39 eyes. The dataset used for training our algorithm contains three retinal plexuses: the superficial vascular complex, intermediate capillary plexus, and the deep capillary plexus. Considering the flow signal in RCT of temporal side is very sparse and the signal strength is very low, we removed the RCP of temporal side, and in the DCP, we merged the RCP into DCP in temporal. The dataset also contains thickness map and reflected images for shadow artifacts detection. The ground truths were manually delineated by certified experts. The green color represented NPA and yellow is shadow artifacts. In this study, we adopted data augmentation to increase the training dataset. On each training step, we first randomly crop the original image from 400 by 400 pixels to 288 by 288 pixels size. Then we randomly apply vertical flip, horizontal flip, and Gaussian noise and rotate 90 degrees. Using this data augmentation strategy, we can greatly increase the size of the training dataset and improve the robustness of the network to the noise. Our network contains 5 subnetworks. The first one extracts features from thickness web and reflected images to detect cellular artifacts. The second one extracts features from OCTA for detecting NPA. And the third and the fourth are parallel sub-branches, which is used to widen the network to enhance the ability of handle variation of features from SVC, RCP, and GCP. The last one combines all features from previous subnetworks to produce the final result. Each branch network has the same architecture. In the branch network, we use a multi-signal feature extractor module to extract features in different scales. Since the NPA and the shadow artifacts have a different size, we also use a retinal module to enhance the feature learning ability of the network. The loss function we used are combined weighted categorical coarse entropy and weighted Descartes loss function. This combined loss function can make the training stage efficient and stable. The optimizer is Adam, and the initial learning rate is set to 0.001. We use the 5-fold cross-validation method to validate the performance of the network on the dataset. We can see the network works well on both healthy controls and the eyes with DR on the wide-field OCTA. In the deeper capillaries, the network also detected NPA and cellular artifacts correctly. We evaluated the agreement between the output of the network and the ground truth of NPA using F1 score. The results showed our algorithm achieved high performance on both 3 retinal plexuses and the average accuracy is 8.8. Our method also shows higher performance on different severities of DR. We also evaluated the robustness of our method to scan quality. The correlation between signal strength index with specificity of automated MBA segmentation from healthy control participants showing that the algorithm's output was not compromised by signal strength variation. In conclusion, we developed an efficient deep learning-based method to segment non-perfusion area in 3 retinal plexuses on wide-field OCTA. The proposed method shows high performance on all 3 retinal plexuses. Our method shows strong robustness on the high variation of scan quality. I'd like to thank our grants and material support. And our crosses and all members of our collab. Thank you.